Good morning. Good morning, grade 4. How are you? Today our lesson is approximation nearest unit and tenth. Approximate the first example. Approximate each of the following nearest unit. What I can do the same steps. I will mention or I will determine the unit digit. This is unit digit and this is tenth digit. Now he wants me to approximate nearest unit. What I can do, this is unit, the previous digit is tenths. 5 is strong or weak, 5 is strong, so that 0 increased by 1, 0 plus 1 equal 1. So that the answer will be 1. Now we don't remove the decimal part. Why? Because the previous digit of the unit is tenths. Tenths is the decimal part, so that I can't remove in this approximation the decimal part. So that in the approximation nearest unit I can't remove fractions or decimal part. The next example, 8.49 or 8 and 49 hundredths. This is unit, this is tenths, this is hundredths. Unit here is 8, the previous digit is 4, 4 is strong or weak, is weak, mister. What I can do, I will write it again without any increasing. What about the previous digit, mister? What I can do by 4 and 9, if I write point and 2 zeros, I will write it again is 8, so that it can't benefit me, so that I will remove all decimal part after do approximation. The next example, this is unit, this is tenths, not tenths, this is tenths, so that, and this is tenths. I will mention the unit digit. After that, the previous digit is 6. 6 is strong, so that 7 become 8. What about 1? All digit at the left of the digit I want to approximation, I should write it again. As it, I will write 1 again. What about 6? 6, it is the right of the approximation. If I write the decimal point and replacement all previous digit by 0, it can't benefit me. I will read it again is 18, so that I shouldn't write 0 as right of the decimal point. I will remove it again. If I have mixed number, what I can do? Now I haven't previous digit tenths digit. I have two methods. The first method, I convert this mixed number to a decimal number. How? I should remember with each other the brother of numbers. What is brother? 2 times 5 equal 10. 4 times 25 equal 100. 8 times 125 equal 1000. Now I have 4 in the denominator, so that its product is 25. I will multiply 25 up and down, so that this mixed number become 34 and 75 over 100. This number, when I convert it to decimal, will be 34.75. I do the same steps. This is tenses and this is unit. 7 is strong, so that 4 become 5, and I will write 3 again become 35. This is the first method. I should remember the brother. 2 times 5 equal 10, 4 times 25 equal 100, 8 times 125 equal 1000. Here I have 4, so that I do multiply 25 up and down. 3 times 25 equals 75, 4 times 25 equal 100, so that 34, I will write it again, and 75 over 100 become 34.75. When I approximate it for the previous digit, 10th is strong, so that 4 become 5, and I will remove the decimal part after do approximation. This is the first method. What about second method? The second method, I want to know this fraction, it is greater than the half of the denominator or not. 3 greater than, what's the half of the 4? Half of the 4 is 2. 4, 2, 3 greater than 2 or not? Yes, 3 greater than the half of the denominator, so that the 4 increase by 1. 30 become 35. 4 increase by 1 because numerator greater than the half of denominator. Next example. This, what I can do, I convert it to decimal part, or see numerator greater than the half of denominator or not. 1, what's the half of the 4? This 2, 1 greater than 2? No, 1 less than 2. So that I consider it the previous digit is weak. So that I will write 5 again and write 1 again. What about this? This is proper or improper fraction? This is improper, mister. What I can do? The first step, I should convert it to mixed number. How can I do that? I do that by searching a number I can divisible by 5 less than 17. 16, can I divide by 5? No, mister. 15, can I divide by 5? Yes, so that I will write 15. 15 less than 17, and I can divide to 5. I will divide 15 and 5 and do minus between 17 and 15. 17 minus 15 equal 2, and write denominator as it. After that 15 divided 5 equal 3. This is the convert of improper fraction to mix. After that I do the same step of the mixed number. 2 is less than or greater than or equal the half of the denominator. 2, the half of the 5 is 2 and a half. 2 less than the half of the denominator, so that I consider it as a previous digit is weak, so that when I nearest it become 3 as it. This is the answer. The next example, if he gave me fraction, this is proper, not improper. I don't convert it to max. Now I want to know 5 is greater than the half of denominator or equal or less than 5. The half of denominator is 4, half of 8 equal 4. 5 greater than the half of denominator, so that I consider the whole number here is 0. The previous is now is strong because 5 greater than the half of 8, so that 0 increased by 1 equal 1. This is proper or improper? This is proper. Mister, I can't know the half of 55 and the half of 37. I don't know 37 or greater than or equal or less than the half of 55. I have a method. What's this method? I do multiply 2 up and down. Why? To make knowing easily numerator equal half or less than or greater than the denominator. 2 times 7 equal 14. 4 and carry up 1. 2 times 3 equals 6. 6 plus 1 equals 7. 2 times 55 equal 110. The half of 110 is 55. 74 greater than the half of 55, so that now I have in whole number 0, because this is improper, so that 0 will be increased by 1 equal 1. Again, if I have 35 over 55 and I don't know 35 or equal or less than or greater than the half of 55, what I can do, I will do multiplication 2 up and down. 37 times 2 equals 74, and 55 multiplied 2 equals 110. 74 is greater than or less than or equal the denominator is greater than, so that is strong, so that 0 increased by 1. This is the step I can do to all of the fractions. Do multiply 2 up and down and see the numerator is less than or greater than or equal denominator. I hope you understand me, and this your homework. I will send the file contains this example. I hope you solve it and send it to me. Thank you.